Welcome, Kiss Army, to an exciting look at KISStory from four, that's right, four longtime fans. The show diving into the band and its 50-plus year career of songs, albums, lineup changes, makeup, no makeup, makeup again, products galore, and the events surrounding it, and saying to ourselves, of course we like it, it's fun, and it's Kiss. But is it critical to KISStory? Join us as we take on the first Kiss album without makeup from 1983. Lick it! Up, yeah. This is Critical Kiss, Kiss, Kiss.
Critical Kiss tearing up the screen. With the legends of rock, we're living the dream. Hard-hitting heads, banging never obscene. Critical Kiss, rock and roll supreme.
Tommy's taking his pants off again.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Let it hang.
There we go. I had to plug the laptop in.
That's what she said.
Plug it in.
Why not?
Alrighty. Well, welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
And that's it.
Hello.
Have a good night.
Hello.
Okay, so-
Update.
Yes, 445 subscribers on YouTube. And I made a post the other day. We have cracked 100,000 between YouTube and all podcast platforms. So thank you, everybody, for that. It's awesome. It's a big milestone, especially for such a niche product, because we're a niche of a niche, or niche of a niche.
Quiche niche.
Niche. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks. Subscribe. Like it.
Keep subscribing.
Comment.
If you know a Kiss fan, share.
I do want to do a live when we get to 500.
Okay.
Just, we don't have to,
Just
it doesn't have to be special. Just
a
kind of
live hang, not really talking about anything.
get together,
Okay.
Q&A kind of thing. Because I'm
Could happen
sure,
in a couple months.
yeah, could happen next month. Who knows?
I'll bring the beer and drugs.
Whoa.
Are we going skiing?
Bring the beer into Viagra.
We're going to be snowblind, baby.
I got Viagra.
Brush it up, snort it. Just makes you Pinocchio.
There you go.
Intros.
I'm Brant from In My Head channel, and I make videos. And I hadn't made one lately because I've just been crazy busy. But I'm working on one. I'm working on a couple. And I know I always say that, but I am working on a couple. And just check me out on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, TeePublic, all the places. And I'll make videos eventually, but even if I don't anytime soon, I've got over 500 videos you can go back and watch. And I do appreciate the new subscribers I pick up. I had somebody, I can always tell when I pick up a new subscriber and I see them going through my catalog and I see they're commenting as they're going up through something. And
that's a big thing with this channel too. It's awesome.
Yeah, I actually went back and I was getting caught up on Rick's videos this past week while I was at work. And I watched a couple of the ones he just put out. I watched the Australian package, and I think I was behind back, maybe a couple of videos. And then I went and I was like, I accidentally sorted his videos by the oldest. And I went back and I was watching like some of his first videos, like the trading cards, and some of that stuff. And I was just like, such humble beginnings. And now look where Mr. Demon is now, writing books and you know,
posing for Playgirl magazine.
AF rabbit hole to go down.
You were the faceless man in the beginning.
Whenever I discover somebody, I mean, I've known Rick for going on 8 years now, but whenever I discover a new channel, I like to go back and like watch a lot of their old stuff just to see how they progressed and how they kind of honed their craft as they went through. I mean, I like going back and watching mine every once in a while because my very first video, I'm like, hi, my name is Brant. I'm going to make a Kiss video. And I had a script literally beside my camera, and my camera was sitting on a cardboard box. Today in this video, I'm going to be talking about, and I was like, the first Kiss album. So,
you didn't wear your you didn't have your glasses on, right?
I didn't have my glasses on. Yeah. Yeah. And I was having...
You're like at the eye doctor.
Yeah. I'm watching up through Rick's videos, and I'm waiting for him to make the video to hit the video where he actually appears in front of camera. Because so
Yeah.
far, all of them have been where he's just doing voiceovers, and I'm waiting on him to pop up in front of the camera.
That
Waiting for
probably
our
had to
hamster.
happen after I met you.
Yeah.
Really?
I never wanted to be on camera. Like,
I'm kind of the same way with mine. There's really not a lot of mine with me
Yeah.
because who wants to see
And
this?
it's really a quick, just kind of down and dirty way to make a video, just to set something in front of you and go, hey, look at this. And you're just holding your camera and, hey, check this
Yeah.
out. And look at this and look at that. Okay, bye. See you later. See you next video. But
It's
I
like
love
it's like when you're a kid though, and you get your parents' camcorder out, and you're like, "Here's my collection," Boom.
Right.
And you're like, then you don't expect anybody to see it. Now these kids, they can do whatever the hell they want.
Sometimes too much. These kids.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no kidding. Yeah.
These damn kids nowadays.
Watch
their
me set
fingers-
fire to this church. It'll be great. No.
But anyway,
Do you guys want to see a dead body?
Thank God I didn't have that. Thank God I didn't have access to this shit when I was a kid.
I know. Camcorder was bad enough.
Yeah.
I'd probably be in jail.
But anyway, that's me. So come
Misdemeanor.
hang out, watch some videos, or go watch some old videos. Yep.
Dang.
Hi, I'm AJ. I've been around
Hi,
for a while.
Hi, AJ.
Hey.
On Zoom.
Been around for a little bit. Instagram _AJR Zetro 1975.
You wrote it down.
I got it. Fucker.
We can tell when you're reading.
Yep. It's when he gets his Instagram handle right, is when I
He
always
did. I had to. I'm getting old, man. Instagram's got wrestling stuff, Kiss stuff, mostly horror stuff. Same thing. I got a YouTube channel, AJ's Happy Fun Time channel. Starting to get back into it slowly but surely. And same thing. This mostly horror stuff, but there's some other fun. There's a lot of old man stories on my shit. Just me talking to myself because who else is gonna listen? So, yeah, that's me, AJ.
good to meet you, AJ.
Hi, AJ.
I'm Rick.
Hello.
I'm Rick. My YouTube channel is It's All For You Demon, celebrating the fun of being a Kiss fan. My philosophy is Wax Night, and it is just like I said, the fun of being a Kiss fan. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, TeePublic. New book comes out Sunday.
Dude, can't wait. When's
June
it coming out?
21st.
When?
Sunday, June 21st. Wax Night 2. Just when you thought it was safe to wax Kiss in the basement.
just when you thought it was safe to go wax yourself.
And this one gets extremely nerdy. So the first one is an introduction to my Kiss philosophy, basically like the building blocks of my Kiss fandom, and then this one just goes full nerd.
That's right.
Was
You get
the
him,
video
get him in the cult of Rick, and then you Jim Jones him.
was the video you made, the reel you made the other day where you were showing the numbers and the words, was that the names of the chapters?
Yeah.
Nice. Dude, I can't wait. I was like, if these are names of chapters, this is gonna be so awesome.
This one's dedicated to Pee Wee.
Yes.
Pee Wee dog on the front. She's Paul, and then Strutter Boy will be Peter Chris for part 3.
Nice. I love the
Ooh.
merch form t-shirts. Large margin Pee-wee. Wax Night 2. I love that.
Thank you. Don't watch my old videos. They're
I think you should.
And now you know they're going to go watch your old videos.
I mean, I appreciate, like Brant said, I appreciate anyone who watches. So thank you.
Yeah, I see what you're doing there.
I actually encourage people to watch my old videos because, there's a lot of nuggets there, a lot of fun times, a lot of laughs. I mean, we've been on this screen as 4 talking heads, 5 talking heads, multiple talking heads in videos in the past, and literally about to shit our pants because we're laughing so hard at stuff that we're talking about and just having an awesome time.
Too
And
late.
I go back and watch those videos. I'm not neurotic by no means, but I go back and watch my own videos a lot just to relive those times that we did when we were doing the panel of spoken and when we were doing in our heads and all the stuff that we were when we were doing that type of stuff. I go back and watch that stuff just to be like, man, we had the most fun. It's like I kind of get nostalgia over, my own stuff. So that's why I like watching other people's old stuff.
I go back to watch my old videos, and it's like when you think of something stupid you did, and you're like, dear God, no, stop.
My ears are hot.
Enough of that. Bye.
Nothing to see here.
And I'm Tommy. And
Hi, Tommy.
Hi. And my New York Knicks are NBA champions for the first time
There
in
you go.
53 years. So I had a lovely Saturday night. I had to watch the game from work. I made it home for the last 4 minutes. And
Well,
I
that was
collapsed to the
you-
floor and cried like a baby.
You didn't trash a school bus, did you?
No,
Okay.
but had I been there, I probably would have. Yeah, other than that, nothing really crazy. I can now rest a little easier and focus on baseball for a while. No
You
new
a Yankees
videos in the
fan?
yes. No new videos, no updates on anything. Been collecting. This is actually the first Rock and Roll Over shirt I've ever had.
nice.
And I can't believe it because I love the design so much. But
Good
said, you know what,
score
it's
the other
time.
day.
What's up?
Good score the other
Oh,
day.
yeah. I didn't know. And Amazon, apparently, all of the remasters are German. I didn't know. that.
Nice. Really? Okay.
Yeah, I've got a few more on the way.
Yeah, that's my rabbit hole I've been kind of going down is I've been working on finishing up. I need to make me a little list in my phone of the remasters that I need. I want to go down the cassette rabbit hole. I was looking in my collection the other day because of a video that me and Rob made from Right Between the Eyes and Rogue Records. We were doing like the trifecta, like Kiss albums you have at least 3 copies of. I have no Kiss cassettes, absolutely zero. So
Yep.
I want to finish my 8-track up. I've got to get Dressed to Kill, and I want to do the remasters, and I want to do the cassettes because I honestly have no interest in purchasing anything off of KOL right now. And I really,
Look it up on 8-track.
That'd be
Have to take out a loan for that.
yeah. That's only Record Club version, I think. Only that and Animalize, I think you can get on 8-track. But yeah, I'm just trying to. There's nothing really on Kiss Online and the Getting Alive and Dress to Kill box sets. They're on my list still, but they're way down my list. They're like, whatever. I'll get them eventually.
Well, that's like yesterday, I think it was. We were talking, yeah, because they announced the unplugged stuff, and I was like, yeah, but I just got the vinyl last year.
Yeah.
Like, had I not got that, if I knew a colored version was going to come out, I probably would have waited. But
I'm turning into the Kiss fan I never wanted to be.
Yeah.
so
And do you notice that they have raised the number of picture discs from 500 to 1,000?
I did not notice that.
They've raised the number of picture discs from 500 to 1,000.
It really bummed me out when they reproduced the Destroyer buckle. I thought that was that shouldn't have been done. And if they do it with Rock and Roll Over, I'm really going to be upset. And Unplugged was just wonk.
Yeah, it's like they redid the cover and don't have the black bars around it, and they rescanned the original photo, high res refund. So what?
Yeah.
I mean, no.
If you really
So
want to,
what?
if you really want to tickle my unplugged bone, give me it on 4K.
Yeah. And give us all sell a DVD in 4K or Blu-ray in 4K with all the unused
footage and all the
unused
rehearsal footage that
Do
we know
that.
is out there online.
Do that.
You want to tickle physical media boys, release it on VHS.
There you go.
Like with extra stuff.
Yeah.
God, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That's something they could do and do like a limited to like 200 run.
Make the cassette yellow and like
there's horror movie companies doing that with some old shit, but
Yep.
Kiss would never do anything like that.
I still think they should do a streaming service.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Why have they not?
Pop House owns it all now. Why not make it available? If people are going to stream Kiss music or stream Kiss music and Kiss videos off YouTube and stuff, why not cut out the middleman and be the person that does it?
Keep the music videos on there, take all the official stuff off and put it on your own streaming service where you're the only person that can benefit from it. Charge $9.99 like the WWE network used to be, and there it is. It's all there.
Frankenstein to run that.
No shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
His stuff's so great.
Here. Every month.
Yep. I wouldn't even question it.
Yeah, his stuff's great. His stuff's amazing.
All right. Critical moments. I think this one's a pretty big one.
Yeah, look it up. Kiss had kind of dipped with Creatures. They had kind of dipped their toe in the MTV genre, in the MTV world with the video I Love It Loud. But they got fully embraced with this album because everybody remembers where they were when Kiss revealed what they really looked like with J.J. Jackson. Rest in peace.
This is a really big moment. After 10 years together, exclusively here on MTV this evening, we are going to see Kiss without their makeup for the very first time.
That's what I think made this album a success. I actually think that, hot take, I think that between, I consider Creatures and Lick It Up sister albums, but I think Creatures is the better album between the two. That's just my opinion. And I think that they took the makeup off one album too late. But them taking the makeup off and then embracing that early 80s metal scene and making the types of videos they made with All Hell's Breaking Loose and Lick It Up. They were making videos. They were making videos like Motley Crue, or Motley Crue was making videos like Kiss. There's the debate. I personally think that
We need that answer.
I think Motley Crue was copying Kiss. I think Kiss came first on their videos. But this was huge. And I remember being in school when this came out. I was in the 8th grade in 83.
And in the 8th grade.
I was in the 8th grade. And I remember it kind of being it was a little cool to be a Kiss fan because they now looked like everybody else. And they wasn't trying to be too flashy just yet. They weren't trying to be Poison or Bon Jovi. They just took their makeup off as a last ditch effort to try to save the band and compete with, bands like that was putting out albums at the time, like Iron Maiden and Sabbath or Ozzy and all these other bands that was doing the early 80s, 82, 83, 84. It was before the metal scene blew up.
Quiet Riot, Motley, Rat.
Yeah, Rat. And so they were just trying to. I love the way they look on this cover. They're not too flashy except for Vinnie, but they're all in like black leather and everything.
Except for
So
Vinnie.
I love the way they look on this cover, and I think it's a good choice that Gene has his tongue sticking out because that there had to be a little bit of a throwback, and I think that was the throwback. That hey, we're Kiss. Hey, I'm the dude with the tongue, and they even in news articles they were labeled wrong. Their names were labeled wrong and stuff. But
I'm really shocked Paul wasn't wearing something with a star.
yeah, he's just wearing a really expensive watch. I'm not a watch person, but that watch don't look cheap. But yeah, I'm really surprised. Maybe like a star necklace would have been perfect because if you look at Gene, he has on a skull necklace.
Yeah.
He has skulls on his neck. And I'm surprised Paul don't have a star.
Vinny has the Ankh or type of
Yeah,
thing,
he has
right?
the Ankh, yeah. And Eric's just, Eric's just Eric. But
actually, I think Eric looks the coolest out of everyone.
Eric does really look cool. Paul looks like Paul is trying to be who Paul thinks Paul should look like.
What are you trying to say there?
I mean, and I honestly agree with you. I think Eric looks the coolest.
If the thong fits.
Eric just looks 80s rock and roll cool.
Yeah, he does. And, and then there's the whole debate that, that Vinny was actually a mannequin and they photoshopped his head. If you look, Vinny don't look right on that cover. And Gene's alien hand, right. Yeah, you notice that? He's got a hand that starts all the way under his arm and goes all the way up into here. It's like it starts down here, but goes all the way up to here.
He's got big hands and a long tongue. You know what that means.
You know what they say about people with big hands and big feet? Big gloves and big shoes.
That's right.
But yeah, Vinny, he doesn't look right. It looks like his face and his head is a little bit bigger than everybody else's in contrast.
Well, and they photoshopped his entire left shoulder off, right?
Yeah, so how is he actually bumped up against Eric the way he is?
Yeah.
They've got their arms tangled.
Yeah.
They're sharing the denim sleeve.
Like, where is Vinny's
hands in each other's back pocket like you did there?
I was just now years old when I realized Vinny's wearing the Ankh.
Yep.
I never noticed that.
I can't believe Paul let him get away with wearing the purplish pink shirt because to me,
color.
somebody who don't know what Paul looks like would be like, look, there's Paul. He's got on purple.
Yeah, one does one.
And Paul has no splash of color, which is not very characteristic of Paul at all.
Right.
And see, like when I first saw this album cover, before I knew what they looked like for real, I would have thought Paul Stanley was Steven Van Zandt.
Yeah.
From the E Street Band. Why Steven Van Zandt on a Kiss album? That's who it looks like to me.
You know what the funniest thing? I wish my grandma my rest her soul, she died probably in about like 94, and she's in her 70s. But she was the woman who bought me my first Kiss album, Destroyer, when I was 8 years old. I remember going down to J. Joe's Records and buying this album and bringing it home. And I was like, Grandma, look, Kiss took their makeup off. And she took it and she looked down her glasses. She goes, ain't no reason they wore all that damn makeup all them years. They ugly as hell.
My mom probably said the same thing. For a very good chance, my mom said the same thing.
They go from being the devil to just ugly.
Yeah.
They do look. The more you stare at Gene's face, you're just like they're like an ugly metal band from the 80s.
Only like one that isn't like normal metalheads are profiled as. They don't look smelly.
Yeah.
Right. They do look
They
very
don't,
classic.
and they look like they're trying to look like some of the members in the band are trying to look dangerous.
And they don't look larger than life anymore.
Yeah.
No, they're just like four dudes.
Yeah.
They just, and I think this really messed with, I think it really messed with Paul and Gene especially because their personas were gone.
Yeah.
Eric and Vinnie had not really been in the band long enough for their personas to really stick.
Yeah.
Eric will always be the Fox to me, and Vinnie will always be the Ankh Warrior or whatever. But Gene and Paul, man, they wore that makeup for probably 10 years, 11 years to this point. I think, and I just reading Gene and Paul's books, they were lost at this point. They didn't know who they were really. And they were having to try to kind of reestablish themselves in a way.
They look more like band managers,
This is neither here nor there, but this takes me back to the A&E biography, because even today or when that thing came out, they just bypass all these records starting with this one. Just like flip through them. We made a bunch of records in the 80s.
Yeah, we made it.
They never give the 80s love, even though the 80s was actually what kind of saved them and gave them the longevity to stick around.
Right.
And I would like to think that it started with Creatures, but if you really think about it, Creatures just kind of bombed because they were trying to stick with the same old shtick that everybody was getting tired of. And when they did come out with a rocking album, because they fooled people 3 times with Dynasty and Unmasked and The Elder, a lot of the hardcore fans had left, and a lot of the fans you have to remember, I kind of came in at age 8 in 77. I wasn't 17, 18 years old or a teenager. I was 8. So I was 10 years, maybe I would say maybe 5 to 6 to 7 years behind what the average Kiss fan was that was going to the concerts and getting high on dope and partying and stuff like that. Those were people that were probably now our age, probably in their early to mid 60s, maybe even early 70s, probably a little younger than the band, so probably mid 60s. Even I, at the time, was starting to be like, how much longer can they do this? And so I welcomed this change, honestly. I loved the fact that they did what they did here. And I think they made a pretty good album out of it too, but this was very critical to me. Without this album, I don't know if Kiss would still be around.
And Rick, to your point real quick, they always skip over the 80s, yet they had a hit on every record.
Yep.
Lick It Up, Heaven's on Fire on Animalize, Tears Are Falling on Asylum, Crazy Nights or Reason to Live or whatever the fuck, Turn on the Night from Crazy Nights, and then Forever from Hot in the Shade, Unholy. I mean, they start talking a little bit more about it when it comes to Revenge, because we're getting into Unplugged and the reunion. But yeah, I mean, it's like there's no reason to just gloss over it because that's what Kiss fans want. That's why I said I think we're going to pick up steam when we get to these non-makeup records because nobody ever wants to talk about them, including the band.
Yeah.
The fact that Paul's not doing that Revenge photo op.
What the hell, man? What the hell? It's like,
sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, but I'm just saying. No, totally, dude. Totally.
That goes with what we were just talking about.
Yeah, because as a non-makeup boy who became a fan in the non-makeup days, that's almost like a slap in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's almost saying to everyone, I hate the non-makeup era. You need to remember Kiss as Kiss.
That's almost his way of saying, I don't currently endorse any version of Kiss that does not have Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer in it, because Eric Singer would be in that photo op. The only person that's not in that photo op would be Tommy Thayer. And I'm sorry, Bruce Kulick could play circles around
Yep.
Tommy Thayer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brant from In My Head.
Yeah.
And
to
I
me, if I
almost
was
wondered.
if I was Bruce, that would hurt me, dude.
Yeah.
That would hurt me. What, you won't even take a effing picture with me?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Both Bruce and Eric. It's almost like what we did doesn't matter.
Right.
But my
Yeah.
thought on that is it's Gene Simmons' Legends of Rock. Now, did he even invite Paul? Because if he invites Paul, then it turns into it's fucking Kiss Cruise Landlocked again.
Okay, well, forgive me because I thought that was for Vegas. I'm sorry.
No,
I could be wrong.
but it's the Gene Simmons Legends of Rock thing.
Okay.
But
Well,
still, yeah, it's
still.
but then like I said, it's a question of did Gene even invite Paul?
All right. Well, forgive me for I have sinned.
Well, no, but I mean, either way,
No, I think
e-
either way it's bullshit. What's
I
the
think
point of
either
doing
way,
it that way?
either Gene didn't invite Paul, or Paul didn't say, "Hey, dude, if you're going to do this, you should at least invite me." It sucks all the way around. I wouldn't want it. I mean, I wouldn't want a picture
I
with
just saw it today.
What?
and
So then I
immediately
guess
thought
you
Vegas.
pretend you're Paul Stanley in the picture.
maybe that's what you could
Is
do.
that what I mean? That's the selling point for you, Gene. If I'm sure somebody will tell you about this. But
You can stand there and pull your jeans down and show your thong off.
I
I
don't know.
mean, you know,
For your fuck pants.
I think it's a bullshit. Don't advertise it as the revenge lineup if it's not.
I
up
think
for it.
that Gene
So
and
either
Paul,
way, Rick, you're right.
I think Gene and Paul both have PTSD when it comes to every album from Lick It Up to Around Revenge, because Gene wasn't there. Gene's minimalist work was begun with this album.
Mhm.
Paul having to carry the load on his back and basically carry the band begun on this album. It increased during Animalize, Asylum, Crazy Nights. I mean, Paul basically in some of the videos from Crazy Nights, he don't even have a guitar. He's out there as a
Yeah.
front, like he's Brett Michaels or somebody, or John Bon Jovi, which is what he was trying to emulate during that time. So I think both of them kind of like they like the glory days. They love Destroyer and that whole era around that and stuff. And then I think they kind of shun and don't really like to look at anything past Dynasty. And then they pick back up whenever they started making albums with and started touring with and making albums with the 50% tribute band.
They have started blowing Creatures a lot in the last few years. So
Yeah.
but Unmasked and the Elder, not so much. And definitely not the makeup albums. And you're right, they were lost. And Animalize, Paul's starting to come along a little bit, but he's not quite there. Now the live for MTV, I think he was on his rise as that ultimate front man, even without makeup. But watching some of the Lick It Up shows on YouTube the last few weeks, I'm like, it's weird. And Gene's still doing the demon stuff without the makeup, and it's weird.
Yeah, it's almost like they were putting on, Gene and Paul were doing the same show without the makeup and the costumes.
Mm-hmm.
That had to be hard.
Sure.
That's all they'd known for 11 years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty good.
That was it. Yeah.
All right, well, track by track. And I will say, I know we'll talk about what we've got in our collection, which I don't have much. But I will say on the design of this album, I love the simpleness of it. I love that it's white background and it's white on the back. And the logo, you rarely see the logo not colored in, where it's just all white. And you got that bold, just simple font. And I think they were just trying to accent the band. They didn't want any other distractions. They wanted you just to see the band.
Like here we are.
I just realized that's a very solo album logo. I've never thought of it that way.
Very solo album logo, and it's kind of even laid out like that, like Kiss and Peter Criss, Ace Frehley.
Holy shit! I've never it's never dawned.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like another album from 1983.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Which came
That's it,
first?
just saying.
Which came
Yeah.
first?
AJ's vinyl copy looks like he used it as target practice.
If somebody did, there's a story to that.
Okay.
I just remember the
Stay
same year. I don't know.
Stay tuned.
Which album came first?
You'd have to look it up. I don't remember, but
You'd
it
have
says
to
80.
what?
Look it up.
Cut it out.
Kind of weird, same year though. Just saying, what the fuck? They're blowing off fireworks. I got people blowing off fireworks because it's,
The World Cup.
I don't know. Did somebody win? I don't know. I'm Mexican too. I'm not blowing shit up. What the fuck?
I'm grabbing some more records.
Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
is that what you call it now?
And damn it, I used to have this on.
My 12-inch.
Used to have the vinyl of this too.
I'm gonna look up.
Look at a switch.
AC/DC was first.
They were in August, and Look It Up was September.
I still think Motley Crue was first with the videos.
You still feel like Motley Crue was first? Possible. They're very similar.
This album cover has Too Fast for Love vibes too, because Motley Crue's logo's in the left, Too Fast for Love's in the right. Very simple font, and it's just Vince's body, but the clothes he's wearing is very clothes they's wearing.
See?
I don't know.
Open up more.
All right, tracks. Side 1, Exciter, Paul Stanley, Vinnie Vincent. Exciter. I like Exciter. I think it's a good start to the album. It's definitely not one of the strongest songs on the album, but I like it. I think it starts off and shows Vinnie as far as his style of playing. And I honestly think Vinnie is a co-writer on almost every song on this album. There's only a couple that he doesn't co-write. But I think Vinnie was, even though Vinnie could write music and words, just from what I've read, Vinnie was supplying a lot of the riffs, and Paul and Gene were writing a lot of the words.
But we don't know if Vinny was supplying the wigs.
Right. We don't know if they were supplying the wigs. No. But I like Vinny's. A lot of people don't like Vinny's tone. It takes some getting used to because they're playing. Him and Ace played two totally different kinds of guitars, and Vinny's tone is not as. It doesn't have the fullness and the bottom end of it that Ace's Les Paul had. It's a little, I don't know, mid range or whatever. I really don't know how to describe it, but it has its unique sound. So whenever Vinny goes into a solo, all the solos have that same sound of the guitar. So, but I think it's critical to the album to me because I think it sets the tone of, hey, this is what we're going to be doing. It's not a very far departure from Creatures. It's still, the album as a whole has kind of a dark feel to it. I think it's critical to the album, but it's not something that's earth shattering to where it's considered critical to the catalog or critical to KISStory. So for me, it's a yes, no.
I like it as an opener. It's a strong opener, but like you said, not the most memorable one, but it's still good. Get you going. I would say yes to the album, no to the category. But KISStory, I kind of want to lean towards yes because that's the first non-makeup song you hear. I mean, you listen with your ears and your eyes sometimes, I guess, but it's like just sitting there looking at it going, okay, well, that's this guy, that's him. It's like, holy shit, that's Paul. So, yeah, as far as the song goes, it's good, but it's not great, but it's strong as an opener, I think. So I give it a album, yes, category, or catalog. No, KISStory, yes.
That's a great point that it's the first song that's non-makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's a good song. I'm going to say 3 no's across the board because I feel like Paul is trying to write a Creatures of the Night, and also he's trying to write a heavy metal song.
Mm-hmm.
Paul is really, really good at writing hooks, and I think when he wrote Let's Put the X in Sex and You Make Me Rock Hard, he was trying to write a song of that era, but he put great hooks in them. He's trying to do the same thing here, write a heavy metal song of the era, and this song's just missing the hook for me.
Okay.
So great effort, but with Paul Stanley's talent, it's missing that, no pun intended, magic touch.
What you did there.
Nice.
While I don't mind on Love Gun, that Love Gun doesn't open the album because I think I Stole Your Love is a phenomenal opener. Here I have to say I would rather have them have went the Creatures of the Night route and Lick It Up just open the album. Because you get that bum. It's like a build. So you're building, you're like, okay, I'm thinking about them now in the studio without makeup on, but in a different way than I used to when they had makeup on, because I wanted to see them without makeup. Now I'm looking at them while I'm listening to the album, and I'm imagining this guy recording his vocals. So I like the song. I like where they're going with it. It is kind of a heavier song, but I'd like this more either in the side or maybe even in the album. But Rick, to your point, he's definitely trying to do Creatures of the Night Part 2. And it doesn't happen. It's good. It's fine. I'll give it a yes to the album, but I would like it somewhere else, and no to the other two. Even though AJ, I do like your point about it's the first song unmasked.
Yep. Well, I mean, the fifth word in the lyrics is night. Oh, deep in the night, I am waiting. So he establishes it's nighttime at that point in time. Sent from above, power of love in my hand. He's talking about his love gun.
Yep. Cranking the old yank.
Yep. All right. Second.
Gooning now, as the kids say.
Yeah. Track number 2, Not for the Innocent. This is Gene Simmons and a Vinnie Vincent, right? I love this song. And I like the demo where Paul and Gene trade vocals. I think Gene sings the verses and Paul sings the chorus. I like that, but I still think I like this better. This is a demon song. Gene has to have a demon song. It just goes to show you. I mean, he's got the F me, suck me songs on here too, but which he would come very well known for in the 80s. That was kind of his staple. Yeah, they started a formula, with Creatures. I've talked about this. Gene and Paul both start a formula with Creatures, and they kind of repeat it through the albums in the 80s. Not for the Instant is totally a demon song. It's like Gene's way of saying that, and I love that they did a Paul song to start and a Gene song to start, and both of them, like to Rick's point, both of them trying to be what they think they are now.
Yeah.
So Paul's going to build off of what he established with Creatures and try to come back with another rocking Creatures song that don't really have a hook, like Rick talked about. And Gene, it's no accident that Gene's first song on this album is a demon type song. It's no accident at all. It's very well calculated and planned. But I love Not for the Innocent. I think it's me, as I have an affinity for this song, so I have to be careful. So I would say that it's yes for the album, yes for the catalog, because I would not want this album to not be in the catalog. But I don't think that it is KISStory because I don't think it was ever performed live. I'm not sure. So to me, something to even to make its way towards KISStory, it has to be either on some major live recording or have been performed live like a substantial amount of times. But it's one of those diamonds in the rough on this album that I think is just awesome. It's definitely a deep track. Most casual Kiss fans probably don't know Not for the Innocent, but yeah. I think it's awesome. So it's a yes, no for me.
I like it a lot too. Dark. It makes me think of like a bounty hunter or some guy going to extract vengeance on somebody or something, So I think it's a really cool song too. I like it on the album. I like it on, I think, catalog, yes. Same with you with the KISStory, though. It's like, unfortunately, and it just never made it anywhere past the album. But I do like it a lot. So it's 2 yeses, 1 no, but definitely the demon song. Bounty hunter demon, though. Because he got no makeup, so he can't be a demon anymore. So he's bounty hunter demon.
He's a bounty hunter, yeah.
Mandalorian demon. The Right Between the Eyes podcast, when they did their review of the first record, they mentioned that Kiss should have recorded the first record with makeup on to reflect for their voices, to reflect those personas. I feel like Gene recorded this song with his makeup on. It's that much of a demon song. Like he was still in the boots, still in the makeup, still at the bun. So I have to give it 2 yeses at the third no because, KISStory, I don't know. I'm going to go 3 yeses. It's that good.
Let the be sure.
It's your rating system. So
right.
It's all opinion. I love that some of the comments when we get like, you're wrong or whatever. I never thought of it that way. It's like, who said I was right? This is all it's all for fun. It's
all conjecture. Yeah.
But I'll give it, I agree with you guys. Very demon, very, I never thought of like bounty hunter. That's kind of cool. Kind of like Mad Max.
Duster jacket or something. Yeah. Double shotgun.
Maybe first Terminator, maybe. Kyle Reese. I'll give yes to the album. I gotta give it 2 no's though. I hate to do it because I do like the song, but yeah, The only place I can see this out, well, no, I gotta go catalog too. I've talked myself out of my own rating. I was gonna say, because I couldn't see this anywhere else, but if it's a Demon song, it could literally be on any album before.
This would have fit. I mean, it was actually recorded for Creatures.
Right.
This song would have fit like a glove on Creatures.
Not to
Yeah.
be confused
Ah.
with. No, so
Cut
yeah, I
it
gotta give
out.
it yes to the album, yes to the catalog, no to KISStory.
There you go.
I actually think it would have been more effective in Creatures, but I'm glad that we got it on Lick It Up.
Now, when viewers start watching this or listeners start listening to this, do you think that they think Not for the Innocent is going to get the love that we give it?
No.
Because, I mean, at least 2 yeses from everybody, that's kind of big.
Yep. Track number 3, Lick It Up. I agree. This should have been either they should have done either the formula where it was the first song on the I just happened to look up at AJ. The first song on the first side or the first song on the second side. But then where were they put All Hell's Breaking Loose? Which I think All Hell's Breaking Loose belongs where it belongs, but we'll talk about that. Lick It Up. I have like a love-hate relationship with this song. It's not my most favorite song on the album. I think it is a Kiss song. It is a keep it simple, stupid. It is stupidly simple to the point where drums are boring to play on this song because it's basically the same beat all the way through. That really doesn't have a guitar solo. I think Paul actually plays the guitar solo on this because it doesn't sound like Vinnie's. It doesn't sound like Vinnie's guitar on the solo for, say, Exciter or Not for the Innocent. So I think that, but you got to respect it for what it is. I mean, it's freaking Lick It Up. So it is definitely a critical to the album, critical to the catalog, and critical to KISStory because it's a song that even people that aren't Kiss fans could probably sing the chorus too. I mean, it's not very complicated. Lick it up. I mean, it's not. It's simple to the part where it's stupid simple. But you got to give it the props it deserves. Got to give it the respect it deserves, even if I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it's a tad too slow, and I think before we actually recorded, I was talking about it, and I think it would have been better if it was a couple ticks faster, and if they would have started it the way they start it when they play it live, where it just starts with Paul a cappella. Don't want to wait till you know me better. About that pace right there. Time for the time together. It's just slow. So it's like, it's just like, pick it up a little bit. But the 3 S's for me. I mean, it's Lick It Up. You got to give it its props.
Well, I put on my popsicle glasses because we're talking about licking it up. So you can lick the popsicle. It's popsicle glasses. So definitely
My lollipop, mister, but you can't lick me.
3 across the board for me. It's the hit. It's the name of the album. They were still playing it at the end there. So, I mean, one more. The first video I saw, I Love It Loud was the first video. So first seeing them without their makeup, moving, singing, that was cool as a kid. So definitely 3 across the board. And an extra pair of popsicle glasses for me. But I agree, it should be up maybe a little faster.
This song always bored me my entire teenage life. But the older I get, I love it because it is so simple. And it is so catchy. It's kind of one of the greatest riffs of a Kiss song. It's so simple.
Yeah.
You hear it and you're immediately like, look it up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And as a musician, that's the songs that people are drawn to learn how to play. Songs like Lick It Up,
and when you
Smoke on the Water, Back in Black,
And Tommy will agree, when you first start playing guitar, you do the A string and then you do the 12th fret slide down and do the doo-doo. You know, you're like, hey, look at me. You know?
I'm a guitar player now.
So for those reasons, I have to love it. I'm going 3 across the board because it's also Paul Stanley's kind of his first like believe in yourself song. You know, like this is the recipe for life right here. Yeah. Disguised as a sex song.
Yeah. It ain't a crime to be good to yourself. Yep.
That's right.
Like you're on vacation.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving it. It's Lick It Up. Best version is Live 3.
Yeah, good version. And like AJ said, they played it all the way to the end.
Yep.
They played it the next to last, third to last show that I saw them. They played it.
My only qualm with that was I didn't like them including the Who.
Yeah.
Um,
That won't get fooled again.
that was better as an arena song before.
The hum.
Yeah. Yeah. I never liked that really. But it did this tour, they closed with Look It Up. It was that Animalize I started closing with Look It Up. One of them, right?
I'd have to look at the set list and see. Yeah.
Pause that thought.
Yeah. Track number 4, Young and Wasted, another Gene and Vinnie song. Gene sung it. The missed opportunity. They should have let Eric sing this damn song.
Yeah.
They let him sing it live, let him record it on the album. Missed opportunity.
Okay.
So
I was wrong.
what?
It's right before Rock and Roll Night. So
Right
song
before.
before last. Okay.
Yeah.
Close enough.
They should have, but again, this is kind of Gene starting in. This is the subject matter Gene started kind of writing about. It wasn't his in your face sexual innuendo, but he did, wasn't logging the fireplace or anything like that. Hot knife through butter. He wasn't quite there yet. I mean, at least not on this album. But I mean, he does get there in a little bit. But I love this. I love Young and Wasted. And I love the live version where Eric gets to sing it.
Yeah.
Eric's going to sing a little number for you. He may look like a little boy, but he built like a man. It's like, hey, Paul, okay, it's cringy that you point that out, okay?
Yeah, right.
The
Don't
older
shower.
I can't do it. Can't.
So was it a lot of women in the audience want to take Eric home and mother him. Like, what are you doing right now, Paul?
Yeah.
And mother him.
Awkward.
Young and Wasted, I mean, it was performed live. And it was performed live for quite a bit. So I'm going to say, but is it something that a casual Kiss fan would know? Maybe, maybe not. But so it's kind of, you get to KISStory, it gets kind of tricky. But I would say yes to the album, yes to the catalog, and not a strong, but a kind of a weak yes to KISStory because it did get performed live a lot. But anyway, so I've got 2 strong yeses and a weak one.
I love this song too, man. I wish I would never even thought of Eric singing it until I actually heard him sing it, in the concert. And man, that was a missed opportunity. I would have loved to have seen at least 2 or 3 more Eric songs, and not Beth.
Right.
Take out Beth and put this in, and put maybe a couple other songs in that he let him sing. But it is what it is. But yeah, great song live from what I saw on video, and I'd give it a yes to the album. Catalog, yeah, but KISStory, probably not, unless they let Eric sing it, then it would have been a yes for me, but I give it a no on the KISStory part. So 2 and 1.
I'm 2 yeses, 1 no as well. This is a demon song to me. It's just got that pissy Creatures of the Night vibe to it.
Totally.
And even kind of goes with your Mad Max thing, because like the Young and Wasted, I just picture like class of 1984 movie poster, the like kind of like punk,
Yeah. Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
Definitely, if you're going from the beginning to the 4th track, Gene's kicking ass.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's kind of fun to note.
Yeah.
So 2 yeses, 1 no.
I always loved this song live because of how well Eric, his imitation, basically his singing imitation of Gene is.
Yeah.
Because even like throughout the years, throughout the 80s, even in Australia in 80, his background vocals were a lot like Gene. It was almost like he was trying to kind of balance out that sound. So I'm going to give it 2 full yeses and a limp yes on KISStory.
Barely a yes.
I mean, it's half mass.
Right. Barely there.
Needed half of Viagra.
Right.
Yeah.
Final track on side 1, Give Me More, written by Paul and Vinnie. This is that obligatory fast-paced Paul song that he will put on a lot of albums. This is my least favorite track. I won't say the whole album, but it is my least favorite track on side 1. This song irritates me, especially towards the end.
Wow.
Because when Paul's just doing the whole, give me more, and I'm just like,
come on.
I love the tempo of it. I love the drums on it. It's a fun song to play. It's got a cool solo, and I like the verses more than I do the chorus. I mean, because the more is just give me more, baby, give me love. But I love the live wire on the loose, why gotta move. Hot blood, need your love. oh, this rock can't get. I mean, I love that kind of verse.
Lick my candy cane.
I'm gonna lick my candy cane. It'd be like, are you still in Gene's lyrics?
Yeah, that's right.
That's a Gene lyric.
Paul, I got a lyric for you right here. I got a lyric for you, Paul.
I'm not even gonna charge you for it, Paul. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna charge you for it.
I'm gonna
It'll
throw
be
you a
for free.
bone, Paul.
The lyrics
Oh,
of this
nice.
song are totally
Thanks,
like
Gene.
the lyrics of this song are totally like a mom being interviewed by the news, like for like explicit lyrics. Touch
Yeah.
my body, take it slow. Come on, make my juices flow.
That's,
Yeah.
Come on, lick my candy cane. Come on. What are your kids listening to?
Right. Like a dog. Like
Every
a dog
time I
to
see
a
Rick
bone.
now, I'm gonna think of Tipper Gore.
Like a dog
Tipper
to a
Gore, she
bone,
sucks
make you
dick.
sweat, make you moan. Yeah, Tipper Gore would be having a field day with this song. You don't have to cuss for it to be nasty.
We know what it means. Well, maybe that's your problem.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe
Maybe
you're
she
the
was
one
all-
with the twisted mind.
Yeah, she was all sexed up and was in denial.
This song, I mean,
Say it. You know what you want to say.
I want to. It's 3 no's for me. I mean, I don't really. I mean, without it wouldn't be, it wouldn't continue to establish that pattern that they do. And I do like some of the pattern, but I'm gonna say 3 no's on this one. This is one that I really wish wasn't on the album, and I'm probably going to be in the minority here on that, but it's a no to me.
I like it a lot. I like the upbeatness. I like it on the album. As far as the other 2, I'd probably give it a no, but I do like that upbeat Paul stuff. It's good. And I like the way it ends with a it's like that's it. Side 1's over. That was a pretty badass side, So I like it. I like shit like that, the Paul stuff like that. So yeah, I'd give it a yes for the album, but no on the other 2. But I might be in the minority.
I don't think you are.
Brant and I are in the same Volkswagen Bug driving down. I'm just not a fan of this song. Aaron, you made me like the end, though. Just saying. I was like, that is a good ending. A very good ending to side 1 as well. But yeah, this song, like, it could be dropped from this record. I could never listen to the song again and I wouldn't cry. The 3 no's for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, 3 no's for me too.
See?
AJ, you are in the minority.
And I love Paul Stanley, but I like the verses, like you said. I like the song, but it's
I don't like it enough.
I don't. Yeah, hey Paul, give me less.
Yeah.
Less is more. Give me less. Yeah.
Once again, I think Paul is like what I've said many times before. He's establishing something, or he's continuing something that he's established, and he will continue to do it. But it's almost one of those songs where I feel like he's just trying too hard.
He's good. He's gonna give you the biggest song off the album 9 times out of 10, and then the rest it's just kind of like he's guaranteed one fucking hit on each album.
Listen, I get all the hits.
Now that's not saying like Destroyer and all that, because all those songs always got played, so it really didn't matter.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Gene, you can have Domino. I get all the other ones.
All right. So 3 yes, no for you, or 3 no's.
3 no's. Yeah.
I'm the only
All right.
Jag with 1 yes.
All right. So we're gonna flip the vinyl, and
but it's not that I don't like the song.
I
Everything's wrong with
don't
that.
like it either. I mean, there's parts of it I do like, but there's parts of it that just.
But I'm
I
also with Rick. I don't have to ever hear it again.
Right. Except that ending. That
I'm just gonna skip ahead to the ending.
Yeah.
Let's skip past. Give me more.
How far are
Yeah,
you going?
just cut
to
that part out. Even the weird moaning.
Yeah.
He had a bad habit in the 80s of like repeating choruses.
Yeah.
And then he would take something in a song and just repeat it in the most just aggravating way.
In the run out.
Yeah. Flipping the vinyl, All Hell's Breaking Loose. This was originally the groove, the Zeppelin-esque groove was brought by Eric, and Paul worked on it, Vinnie worked on it, Gene worked on it. So this is a 4-way co-write. It's a 4-way.
Yeah.
Vinnie on top.
Fatal 4-way.
Vinnie was on top.
Oh, he wasn't.
He was on bottom. We know.
Vinny's clearly a bottom. Not that
I
there's
love
anything
All
wrong
Hell's-
with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I love All Hell's Breaking Loose. I've loved this since the very first. I'm going to tell some embarrassing stories about myself. I used to walk around in a circle in my bedroom because my bedroom wasn't that big. And I used to walk around the circle in my bedroom, like doing like the all hell's breaking loose where they're walking in time. And I was like, street hustler comes up to me one day and I'm walking down the street minding my own business. And he looks me up, he looks me down, and he says, "Hey man." And I love this. I still know it.
The little bit of respect I had for you, Brant. Now I just imagine you with like sagging pants with your underwear hanging out.
God,
Who said I wasn't wearing any clothes?
that's right.
As long, did you tuck it?
No.
Okay, we're good. So you weren't the mannequin on the cover then.
No,
smooth
I used to
mannequin.
I always loved the line where he says, "Take a look around, feel the new sensation, set the world on fire," and they go, "Rock the nation," and then it kind of goes in that little breakdown.
Yeah,
I love that. And it's funny they eventually had a tour called Rock the Nation
That
Tour.
was such a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that was all Tommy Thayer.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
But they didn't play All Hell's Breaking Loose. What's up with that?
yeah, that don't make sense. I would have liked to hear what Eric's original idea of this song was, like at least a demo. I don't know if there's a demo floating around there of his original idea, but apparently, according to what I've read, they took it in a very far away direction. Like it wasn't supposed to have rapping. It was almost supposed to be like almost like a Led Zeppelin, like Cashmere, da-na-na, da-na-na kind of vibe. And that Paul and Gene just took it, wrote the words, and took it in another direction.
I think it's
it's cri-
on one of his solo releases.
Yeah, I need to
think
find
it
it.
is.
But it's critical all the way across the board to me. The video is my favorite video between the two. I love the All Hell's Breaking Loose video, even though it may possibly be a direct rip off of the Too Young to Fall in Love video, which I also love. But
It's on Unfinished Business.
it's on Unfinished Business. I'll have to go. I might even own that. It may just be sealed. I mean, I'm not,
What?
Get out of here.
the hell you say?
On open records?
You're so full of shit. I can taste it.
But I give it 3 all the way across the board. Yes to the album, yes to the catalog, and yes to KISStory.
One of these days, I'm just going to send you an oxygen mask, and you'll be like, "What is this?" And I'll just say, "Let it breathe."
Y'all see this?
Nice.
Hey,
All Hell's Breaking Loose.
Paul's
45?
moose knuckle right there.
No, 45. Starter boy.
that's
Hey,
cool.
look at this
There he
though.
is.
Check this out. This is the coolest thing about this 45. Rick, you're gonna fall in love with this, Rick. Be ready. You're gonna adore this.
The white label?
Nice.
White label with red
Ooh.
lettering.
That's cool.
Is that a
That's
promo?
really cool.
I don't think so. Don't say anything about it being a promo, but it is All Hell's Breaking Loose on side A and Young and Wasted on side B.
Beautiful.
That's a good side B.
That's
Oh.
cool. I never saw that. I never saw that ever.
Never have I ever. Yeah, so that's your minimum 45.
That's cool.
That's
And I had this
That
too.
cover looks cooler than the video.
yeah.
They should have
Almost looks
used
like-
that as the album cover.
Yeah, that's actually a better album cover than the white album.
Yeah, it's definitely
I like that.
darker.
Gene
and
looks
stuff
cool.
and such.
It's
His
got-
hair
it's got
blowing
like,
in the wind.
like Dio vibes to it.
Yeah.
And I had this too. But I didn't mention it. I've got Not for the Innocent or Lick It Up. It's 45 with the black and the silver, and it's got.
I'm not a 45 boy at all. Is
It's
this
got
the
not
only
for the-
record that they made the logos that big? Or are these foreign pressings?
No, these aren't foreign. This is not foreign. I don't think so. This one's just in a white sleeve. I get these from Dead Wax.
That's just weird to have such a giant Kiss logo on a 45, isn't it?
Viewers
not a
and
45.
listeners, chime
Yeah.
in the comments.
Yeah,
45.
yeah. But I like and that it's not that big on that one, but it's still good size.
That's
what
pretty
she-
prominent on there.
Yeah, and I like that.
You son of a bitch.
What'd you say?
He said that's what she said.
I love that the logo.
not big, but it's a good size.
That the logo's in red.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that looks killer. Yeah, they should have used that as the album cover.
That'd been badass.
Yep. Okay, I'm done.
I don't know
So
where
you
we
gave
are. Who are
Were
we?
3 yeses? Is that what it was? 3 from you?
Three
yeses?
yeses for me.
Okay. I liked this song a lot as a kid. I would use it a lot as background music when I was playing G.I. Joes for some reason. I don't know. It always seemed like good background G.I. Joe music. The video is cool as hell, but it's kind of as time went on, it's like, I don't know, it's okay. I don't like it as much as I used to like it. So, DJ Jazzy Stanley rapping.
No, really.
It's cool, but
Cameo Stanley.
yeah, I mean, I would still give it for the album, yeah, because it was another video and catalog, I guess. I mean, it's really not, you don't really find it on a lot of stuff, right? They never did it live. They do it live or no ever?
It made it on the box set.
Did it? Okay.
They did do it live on the Look It Up tour. A couple of
Did
times,
they?
I think they dropped it.
Okay. All right.
It just doesn't seem like a song that'd be a good live song to me.
No, I know it's good G.I. Joe background music. So, but
Or walking around in your bedroom background music.
I give it yes in the album. I'd say I just lean towards no on catalog, but yes for KISStory because of the video and or just another awesome, fun Kiss video when I was a kid. So yes, no, yes.
I'm gonna go 3 yeses. I was today years old that I realized the lyrics say spoken before the rap parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Before 3 yeses. This is the first rock rap song, isn't it?
Blondie Rapture.
Blondie
predate
rap. Yeah. Now you're in the Man
Yes,
from Oz.
Friday.
It
What
starts
about
getting
heavy
rock.
metal rock?
Heavy
Okay.
metal.
Okay. Because Blondie
like
be
it.
like pop punk rap.
I like it. The rap is silly and kind of embarrassing, but it's also very charming. And the riff, the freaking riff is just beautiful. Never have been able to learn it my entire life. I've always tried to learn this riff. There's something about that tail end part I just can't nail down. But
yeah, it's very Zeppelin.
so beautiful. The riff saves it. I love Rock the Nation. I love the fact that they did a tour called Rock the Nation. 3 S's for me. And it is on the box set. You need to make a shirt that says it is on the box set.
It is on the box set. It was better on Unplugged. Alive 3 is the definitive version. All shirt ideas that we will have eventually. 3 yeses from me. The rap part is a little queefy. Still fun. Video is a knockoff of Too Young to Fall in Love. Fun fact, Shout at the Devil and Lick It Up were released on the very same day. So which video came first?
That's crazy.
But
I was
looking
looking
at
at
the same day.
I was looking at the lyrics, and I always think it's funny when, lyrics are printed and then they don't match the song, and you wonder, did they change? Were the lyrics printed before they actually did a final recording on the song? Because if you look, it says, all hell's breaking loose. Okay, so all hell's breaking loose. What's the next lyric? Hey now, people, have you heard the news? Is the lyric for printed.
I always wonder if
And then here we go. Now we ain't always winners, but what does it say? But we ain't always winners, but this is a now we ain't always winners. Now we ain't always winners, and sometimes
Yeah, wow.
yeah, that's what the lyrics on the sheet say. And I
Maybe
remember
the person that just typed the lyrics up was just lazy that day.
I'm thinking I'm thinking, like it goes to some sort of like record company person and they're just like, yeah.
They've got it on and they're like trying to decipher the words and they're like, well,
or maybe they send the lyrics, hey man, we need to get the lyrics. And then as they're doing the recording, they're like, you know what? I don't like the way that rolls off my tongue. I think we need to change it.
maybe.
Because that whole all hell's breaking loose. Hey now, people, have you heard the news?
Hey, if you're watching or listening, chime in the comments. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or that was the real lyric and they took a take where they said something different.
Chime in the comments.
I like the lyric better. Now we ain't always winners, but this is the life we choose, rather than because then he says, and we won't change or rearrange, and we ain't never ever gonna live.
Those are very Crazy Night lyrics if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ain't always easy. I love this lyric. It ain't always easy when the going gets rough. When you're getting even, you got to show your stuff. And then tell them about it now. I do. I love that. So there's a lot of attitude in those lyrics, even though it can be a little queefy, as Tommy said. All right, we're to my second most favorite song.
There's
on this album.
Another new shirt. It's a little queefy.
Paul,
it's a little queefy.
It sounds a little queefy. There's a shirt. My second favorite song on this album, Paul Stanley, Vinnie Vincent, A Million to One. I love A Million to One. It's hands down, although I love I Still Love You. I know Rick's not the biggest fan. I Still Love You. I think A Million to One is the follow-up to Paul trying to capture that magic in the bottle again. And I think he does a better job. this time around, in my opinion. And it's the same writing team. It's Vinnie. And Vinnie had to write the music for this because it sounds very Vinnie-esque, the way Vinnie writes. His stuff sometimes sounds a little dark and diminished. But I love that opening lyric, that baby, now that you've made up your mind, I'm going to let you go if that's what it takes to show love is blind. I mean, Paul, sometimes with his words, he just like catches you like right with the first lyric out of the gate. I love A Million to One, and it doesn't slow the album down too much, like the stopper that Rick says that I Still Love You is, and it does. It kills that second side. But it's like All Hell's Breaking Loose. It was very cleverly placed. All Hell's Breaking Loose isn't a blistering song. It's kind of a grooving pace song. But Million to One to me, critical to the catalog, or critical to the album, critical to the catalog. It's not, to me, it's not critical to KISStory because it didn't make it to, there wasn't a video made about it. It wasn't played very much farther on, and it didn't make it to Unplugged. What's our other criteria? Didn't make it to the box set, did it? No, so
Not
I'd
on the
say
box
maybe
set.
so it's maybe just it's two yeses and a no. But I love this song. Second favorite song on the
Unplugged,
album.
this song would kick ass.
Yeah.
They
It
did
would've
do
been
it on the
awesome.
conventions.
They did?
Yeah, there's a few.
He did it on Live to Win tour.
Yeah, is that
Mm.
that could
Actually,
be
the
another
live version,
criteria.
the live version of Live to Win is like the Chef's Kiss, all versions.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought it was on one of his solo things.
He sustains the fuck out of that. He was still pretty peak here, or on
Kicking
that
ass.
DVD.
Yeah.
Man, I was definitely indifferent to it when I first heard it as a kid because, it's a mushy gushy song. But over time, it's definitely probably one of my favorite Paul songs in general. I love this song. I love it on the album catalog. But I never know how to go with this stuff because, it wasn't one they did a lot, paid a lot of attention to. I wish they would have. But I'd give it 3 S's. To hell with whatever they think because I love it so much now. Wherever it's at, and you did play it on the solo stuff too, which I guess means he did like it. So yeah, I love it though, man. It's just such a great song.
I think Paul likes this song. I think he likes this, and I Still Love You both. I think he has a fondness for both of them.
Like you said, it's like the better. It's I Still Love 2.0. It's just better.
It shows his vocal range.
Yeah, it's great melody and stuff. So I'm giving it 3 across the hell with him, but I love it.
When I was younger, I was on social media talking about my hatred of I Still Love You. And a man from Chicago left a comment and he said, "You got to listen to A Million to One." And I said, "Who the hell is this AJ Zetro _75?" I went downstairs and I put on A Million to One and my life changed. I fell in love with Paul Stanley when I heard Mr. Speed. And when I listened to A Million to One with different ears, I was like, dang, this guy is the greatest rock star in the world. And it all had to do with that hook in the third line when he says, "I gave you the best love you ever had, but it wasn't enough." That hook right there.
Yep.
Ooh, gosh.
Yep.
Such a great hook, such a great song. The Live to Win concert footage, goosebumps. I got goosebumps just talking about it. 3 across the board. I know it's not a well-known song outside of our nerd fun here, but I tell you what, if anyone out there doesn't like this song, go watch the Live to Win footage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a life changer.
Sometimes in your life, you hate going last, and that's because Rick stole my shit.
Sorry.
It's fine. You didn't know. Now, I will say this. There are 4 Paul Stanley songs that I think are bona fide hits. And, well, 5, because Reason to Live is one. But this...
I love you.
4. Okay. Mr. Speed is, other than Love Gun, Mr. Speed is my favorite Kiss song of all time. Followed by Wouldn't You Like to Know Me from his solo album. Should have been a hit. It's so catchy. Also, from Dynasty, Magic Touch. And then this song is fucking amazing. I love everything about it. 3 S's. It didn't have to be on the box set. It didn't have to be on Unplugged. It's pretty good acoustic if you find the convention videos on YouTube, but it's fucking amazing. 3 S's.
Yep.
Kudos
I
to
agree.
you for saying "Reason to Live."
Yeah. I mean, anybody else
Great
would
song.
have been a hit.
Yeah,
And I
great song.
think if anybody else, let's try to think. If Led Zeppelin would have put out Mr. Speed, would have been a hit. Everybody would know Mr. Speed if Led Zeppelin did it.
Yeah.
But because that Kiss, ooh,
Yeah.
stigma.
Think Bon Jovi could have done Million to One, maybe like under one of their first two
Oh
albums.
God, or on New Jersey
Yeah.
would have been a huge hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because John was on New Jersey. That's my favorite Bon Jovi record.
Me too.
You Give Love a Bad Name's my favorite Bon Jovi song of all time. I think it's the greatest song ever written.
Mine's
Person-
"Born to Be My Baby."
Oh, I like that too. But New Jersey's my favorite record of Bon.
We should have a New Jersey Crazy Nights love-a-thon.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
Crazy Nights,
Just wax those two records. and,
Crazy
like,
Nights, New Jersey sleepover.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure.
And we can put our hair in rollers and have little bunny
There's your
slippers.
live idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's the
let's do
live
that.
idea. So the next track, Fits Like a Glove, is written by Gene. It's only written by Gene. And
It
it's
could only be written by Gene.
and yeah, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite song on the album. I have loved "Fits Like a Glove"
Mhm.
since I was 14 years old. Since this album came out, I have loved this song. There's so many lines in this song that I love. The hot knife through butter,
Yeah.
but the lyrics, "Ain't a cardinal sin, baby, you let me in. Girl, I'm gonna treat you right. Well, goodness sakes, my snake's alive and it's ready to bite."
You gotta
Nice scenes.
read it like Tipper Gore.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good for goodness sakes, my snake's alive and it's ready to
Right.
yeah,
snakes are
it's
the
got
devil.
it's got the best Gene screams in it.
Yeah.
It's got a blistering solo from Vinnie in it. I love "Fits Like a Glove." It's my favorite, and it even plays well live. It's one that I think that they could have done. And a lot of times songs that have gang vocals in the background don't play well live unless you can really replicate those gang vocals.
It
But
made it through till Hot in the Shade, right?
yeah, I mean, it had some legs on it.
Yeah.
And I think Gene actually liked performing it. And it's a song. It's not a demon song. It's kind of the Gene that Gene becomes, part of the Gene that Gene becomes.
Failed movie star Gene.
Yeah. Actually, the last three
Unemployment
songs on
line,
the
Gene.
album, the last three songs on the album that are all Gene songs, I think this album's tracked very weird because Gene and Paul actually have an equal number of tracks on this album, 5 and 5. But you get 3 of Gene's songs on the second track, on the second side. They're back to end the album out.
That's
that's
gonna
because-
that's gonna play heavy into us choosing sides, I feel.
Yeah. And
That's because he wasn't as attractive as Paul.
right. But I think that these 3 songs, if you look at them, you can be like, okay, there's another song like "Fits Like a Glove" on later albums. There's another song like Dance All Over Your Face" on later albums. There's other songs like "On the Eighth Day" on other albums. So it's like Paul and Gene, I look at this album and I'm like, they were very much in a lot of ways setting up patterns for future albums. But sticking with "Fits Like a Glove," to me, I love it. I'd give it all 3 yeses just because I love it so much. But Kiss,
Well, why don't you
I
marry
think
it?
I'm going to give it all 3 yeses because it definitely needs to be on this album. It's definitely critical to the catalog, in my opinion, and it was played live a lot. So
Yeah.
I think it's a KISStory thing, and it's one of those songs that it's kind of notoriously known and liked just because some of the lyrics in it are so outrageous. Most Kiss fans know the lyrics because when I go through her, it's just like a hot knife through butter. Everybody knows. Plus, it was on Animal. It was on Animalized Live and Uncensored.
Yeah.
Really nice on there. So, yeah. So I give it 3 yeses.
Definitely a fun song for me too. I've always liked this song since day one. Cool ass riff, awesome ass solo, fun lyrics, just a good time song. So true, he can't really hit that note live. He just kind of lets the audience do it.
Yeah.
Hot knife.
Like hot.
But yeah, it's a great song. I love it. It's 3 S's for me too. Classic would be classic Gene. So good stuff. 3 across. Yes.
3 yeses for me. I This is probably one of the first Kiss songs I ever really heard because it's on Exposed when he's walking up to the door.
Mhm.
Roll the credits, and it's the riff and the solo.
Okay. Yeah.
So I have always connected this song to Bruce. And so, like, even when you said it's a wonderful Vinnie solo, like, my insides like clenched up because, like, I'm like, no, that's Bruce. Like, and it's because of Exposed. I agree with everything you guys said. It's the cheese, it's the Gene scream, it's the riff. That's another riff you could learn too. This is a great introductory to guitar album. Look it up. This riff's easy. Just lots of fun.
3 across the board for me too. I'm a sucker for sexual innuendo. That's one of the reasons why I love this fucking band so much. And this song personifies Gene's childish mentality.
All right. And then the next to last track, number 4, another one from Gene, and he just co-wrote it. He had no co-writer. He wrote it himself. Dance All Over Your Face. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't hate it, but I'm not like the biggest fan of this song. And I don't really think that a lot of people really are aware of this song outside of like maybe hardcore Kiss fans.
Right.
I don't think casual Kiss fans know this song. I don't think it ever got played live. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have.
Doubt it.
Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't hate it, but I just feel like halfway through it, it just almost feels like this song was written in like 5 minutes, and Gene was in the studio just making up words as he was singing it.
One of the coolest uses of the word bitch, though.
Yeah. And sink your teeth into this, bitch.
That's just awesome.
I mean, the lyrics are kind of, hey, baby, can you pass this quiz? Well, just put your money where your mouth is. You're sharp as a slap from a lover's hand. Hey, baby. And then, like I said, he gets to there and he's just like, it's almost like he's rambling. Well, listen, bitch, I got news. I saw you with another man.
Do you think Gene was trying to tap a little David Lee Roth? When you read these, I picture a David Lee Roth interview.
Yeah.
So it's like, was he trying to?
Yeah, I think possibly. The whole lyric, hey baby, that doesn't sound like something you typically hear Gene do.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, it's just random lyrics. I saw you with another man, you put me to disgrace. No cheap perfume can change my mind. No satin and lace.
He says bitch a lot in this song.
Yeah.
He likes bitch.
He does. He says it a lot. Well, yeah, he does.
It's very non-PC if you think about it. I mean, it's
Why didn't this make the naughty 13 or whatever?
something I think Gene would completely shy away from doing today.
Yeah. He talks about it. He talks about his schmeckle being being clogged. Has some schmeckle.
I wonder who he wrote this about.
Yeah, I did kind of wonder about inspiration on this.
Diana Ross?
Because you think you'd have to have somebody in mind, I would think.
You put me in disgrace.
Yeah.
I saw you with another man. Yeah, I bet it was something personal. And the use
Bill
of
of coin.
bitch.
Bill of coin.
I love at the very beginning,
God damn, AJ.
at the beginning, like when he starts off with that cool Gene voice.
About
Hey, baby, I know it's a jungle out there. Well, you can play it cool. I can play debonair. He's all before he.
Now I'm just going to see Bill of Coin every time I listen.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's Bill of Coin. Yeah, but I would say I wouldn't cut it from the album. It's definitely a weaker track, but I wouldn't cut it. I mean, I actually like it better than Gimme More. So,
Wow.
But I would say yes to the album, no to the catalog, because probably only hardcore fans know this, and definitely not KISStory. So a yes and 2 no's.
I think I used to skip these last 2 a lot back in the day. Not that they're bad. I just they're not great, but they're not horrible. They're just kind of there. It is kind of a cool song though. Like cool Gene, cool like vengeance Gene, like going to like right some wrongs or talk some shit or whatever you want to say. But I'd give it 3 no's across too for everything. But it's not, it's fun.
It's not catalog worthy, but I'm going to give it 3 yeses because I love it. It's so just like spitting in your face, like
yeah,
Gene attitude, and I love it. And I love the dance all over your face. That just sounds like that's fucking cool, you know?
Yeah.
And like him always calling the woman a bitch in this song. It's fucking
Yeah.
cool. Like I hate to be 9 years old, but like it's just neat. Like it is like
Yeah.
this is the stuff that makes a kid want to be a rock star because you're like, this guy doesn't stand for anything.
What
Yeah.
did he
Who are all
say?
these
He said, which would it be?
Right.
I love it. 3 across the board for me, even though it's not catalog worthy. I love it.
I'll give it yes to the album, no to the other two. I do like it. I'm a sucker for swears. If you guys haven't noticed, if you've watched this since the beginning, I swear quite a bit.
I promise
Yeah.
I won't say any more swears.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I fuck shit up by swearing all the time. And I took the Lord's name in vain because I said Jesus Christ. Was that not his name? Anyways, not to get that way, but yeah, I don't know. I like it because it's just kind of me. It's not PC.
Mhm.
Don't care.
Yeah.
It's a major fuck you attitude song. So
Yeah, it's like I want to out you and show everybody who you really are
Yeah.
type song, and I don't give a fuck.
and I'm gonna be pretty fucking okay without you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Because even down at the very bottom, when he's saying "No cheap perfume can change my mind, no satin and lace, I'm gonna dance all over your face." No thigh high boots, no thigh high boots, forbidden fruit, no satin and lace. So
Yeah.
it's almost like he caught her and she's trying to get him back, but he's like, you know what? To hell with you,
Yeah.
bitch. I'm
Just
going to
throw
not
one more.
literally dance on your face, but I'm going to basically, it's almost like dancing on somebody's grave, It's kind of, I think that's the parallel he was trying to draw.
Maybe he was trying to dance the
I'm
night
leaning
away.
towards Diana Ross.
Yeah. I'm thinking
Possibly,
Diana
yeah.
Ross too. Maybe Cher.
Final track on the album, On the Eighth Day, written by Gene Simmons and Vinnie Vincent. And I don't know if you guys feel this way. I just knowing from what I've seen that Vinnie has written in the past, like in his type of lyrics and type of music that he wrote, not only for Warrior, but for the invasion afterwards. I think this was a very heavily written music and lyric Vinnie song. I think Gene probably came in and put in his own. I haven't really researched enough to back me on that. I didn't check up on Jillian Gill's stuff to see. I didn't get the chance to do that this time around. But it's just some of the things like the opening lyrics: the sky's falling and the wheels of life are grinding out a brand new beat. The streets are humming with the call of the wild, and I can feel the heat. Some of these lyrics, they sound like Gene, but they don't quite sound like Gene. They sound like Gene working with somebody heavily influenced. But this is a song that I never really used to care for. I remember not liking, like Tommy said, I remember not really caring for the final two songs. It's hard to follow up Fits Like a Glove. It's like once Fits Like a Glove plays, I used to be like, pop the cassette out or turn the album off. Okay, I'm done. I don't need to hear the last two songs. But On the Eighth Day has actually over time grown on me. And I love the visual of it. On the eighth day, God created rock and roll. And I like the imagery in it that you sold your soul in virginity. You can't rape a heart of gold, born to rule, it's their destiny. Now it can be told. And like the very last lines, Rock of Ages carry the news to the heart of a brave new world. Feel the noise in the name of rock and let the heavens roar. I mean, so it's cool, some cool lyrics, some cool vision, and it's, kind of one of those things that Gene would, I mean, you could parallel this song to Journey of a Thousand Years. Can you feel it coming? I mean, you could parallel all the way jumping forward to Psycho Circus. You could parallel On the Eighth Day to that if you really wanted to, all the way back here in '83. So, but I would say yes to the album, no to the catalog, no to KISStory, because it's a very, very deep track that I used to think petered the album out at the end. And kind of this album came in really strong and kind of left out limping. But I don't really feel that way about it anymore. I kind of like it. I've grown some affinity for it. So I would say, but I'd still say one yes and two no's.
Well, like the one before, like you were saying, I totally skipped it for me a lot. But over time, too, I feel the same way. I'm like, it's kind of a cool song. It doesn't have like an oomph ending like I would want, but I do like it more now than I did before. So I'd probably still give it three no's, though. I mean, if it wasn't on the album, it'd be fine. If it never saw the light of day, it wouldn't have like a yeah, you know what you're missing type of thing to it. But it was just, it's good now to me, but it wasn't then. But it's still, I'd still give it 3 no's.
You don't have emotional attachment to it.
There you go.
I do have emotional attachment to this, and hence I'm going to give it 3 yeses.
Ooh,
When I first became a Kiss fan and got this record, bought it on CD, and really liked this record, but I was born on the 8th, April 8th.
no.
So
My junior year of high school, I printed out these lyrics on one of those like old print papers that you had to rip off the dots on the side,
Mhm.
and it was on my bedroom door for like
Nice.
a year and a half.
nice.
That's cool.
Lyrics. And like, because it was kind of like I felt Kiss was giving me hope and like dreams, and these lyrics, man, they just like touched me and like made me want to do something cool.
Show
And
us on the A stall behind you where it touched you.
I mean, it did. It really, like, I think back to like my 17-year-old self, and like I hear this song, and it's, I mean, I'm so proud to be a Kiss fan. Like, there's so much is just shit at work, and like as an
Yeah.
adult, and like you can leave all that and go to things like your room and these records, and it's life changing, it's life saving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kind of how I feel
Yeah.
about this song. And like, I mean, thanks, sometimes I think that at night I'm just like, thank God for Dan Thompson and Kiss. Like, because if he wouldn't have introduced me to Kiss, I wouldn't have had this, I wouldn't have had so much fun, I wouldn't know you guys. Like, it's just, and this
Yep.
song is very,
Weird how that works, isn't it?
yeah,
So
very big.
many, it's like the butterfly effect. So many little things that happened to us years ago. My grandma had never took me
Yeah.
out on a Saturday morning down to Eckerd's Drugs and told me and walked me in and said, "Hey Brent, pick you out an album," because she knew I was hurting from Elvis passing. And I picked, and the universe allowed me to get to see Destroyer. Think about where the placement of Destroyer, that the people had to order that album for it to even be in that. I mean, I wasn't in a record store. I was in a drugstore that had a malt shop in it, and they had a little rack of records right there as soon as you walked in the door. And right there on the front was Destroyer. And I was like, hey, this looks interesting. It looks like comic book or whatever. And I didn't even know it was a band. I thought it was one of those audio comic books.
Yep.
And it started me down my journey,
Mhm.
just the littlest, most random things.
One weird left turn at Albuquerque, we could have been totally different.
Yeah.
We could all be like big Post Malone podcast or something
Oh,
like
Jesus
that. You never know.
Christ.
I do
You made
like
me-
this
you
song
made
when
me say it.
when the song starts and it has that done. It's
Yeah,
kind of pump your fist to it.
yeah.
It's like I said, it's not a heavy metal banger or whatever, but it has a good message.
It would have been cool to see that live. That would have been that one would have probably went over pretty good live.
This
Yeah,
would be a cool song for Ghost to cover.
yeah,
This
Let's do
is
that.
like War Machine Part 2 to me.
yeah, kind of in a way, yeah, has
The
that vibe.
aftermath.
And when I initially did my rankings for the old channel, I think I picked this as my least favorite, but it's definitely grown on me over the years. And it is kind of like that devil may care, never say die kind of, insert catchphrase here.
Right.
It's very Gene into the album. Like you said, Brant, Journey of 100,000 years or 1,000 years or whatever it is.
Yeah, and he has a lot of other songs that I'll kind of point out as we go through the catalog that's kind of like, hey, remember on the 8th day, this is another one of those songs that kind of fits that mold. But I mean, yeah, it has that little patriotic, it almost gets kind of patriotic at the end with that little, and on the 8th, like little marching band type thing,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
rock and roll.
Which, now that you say that, I think he took that from the Creatures ending.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. See?
Look at us, we are cracking open.
Tying it all together.
Yep.
Interweaving it.
All right, side A or
Sides?
side A or side B? Let's see here. For me, it's got to be side B because it's got All Hell's Breaking Loose, 1,000,001, and Fits Like a Glove. I could care less that it has really Dance All Over Your Face, and on the 8th day, they don't touch those three. But the first side, basically, the only songs that really get me going on the first side is probably Not for the Innocent and Young and Wasted. Well, you're right, Rick. Gene rocks on this album. He kind of kicks Paul's booty on this album, even though Paul had the two
Kicks
hits.
balls booty.
Gene has some solid, even though he has two songs that aren't really that great. The three songs that he does have are real. Fits Like a Glove, Young and Wasted, Not for the Innocent are really good. So, but I'm a side B. I'm a
record. Like he was vested in this record, and then Animalize, he really checked out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the beginning of him kind of starting to check out, I believe.
Yeah.
But I'm a side B bro on this one.
That's a hard one for me.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go side one, though. I got Not for the Innocent, Young and Wasted, and Look It Up since it was the first hit. So it's kind of even, though. But yeah, I'll go one. I probably like one a little more because the last two dragged me down for the longest time.
Yeah.
When I first got it. So I go one.
There's a thing I love with Crazy Nights because it has Good Girl Gone Bad and then Thief in the Night. And I just love kind of like Gene cheese at the end of a record. So I'm going side B. All Hell's Breaking Loose, A Million to One, Fits Like a Glove, and I love Dance All Over Your Face and On the Eighth Day.
There you go.
I'm going side B because A Million to One is probably top 5, top 6 for me.
And Rick, the two Gene songs that you mentioned, Good Girl Gone Bad, and what was the other one?
Thief in the Night.
Yeah, Thief in the Night. They kind of dance all over your face and On the Eighth Day.
Yep.
Kind of not exactly fitting in a mold or a parallel, but they're kind of the same.
Gene throwaway, but not a full throwaway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And he's dancing around a lot in the same kind of genre. Thief in the Night, that could be,
I'm not giving you Dr. Love, but it's something.
Right.
You may not like him now, but you'll like him someday.
Most critical, least critical. Most critical song, I have to say, is Lick It Up as far as the band goes.
I think we would all say that, right?
I'd have to say Lick It Up is the most critical. And least critical is probably, to me, least critical is Gimme More. I think we're going to maybe go in wildly different directions with least critical.
Yeah. Well, I'd say, most definitely Lick It Up. Least, I'd probably go Dance All Over Your Face. Even though, like I said, it's a cool song. If it wasn't there ever, I would miss it.
Lick It Up, most critical, and Give Me More. Least.
Lick It Up, Give Me More.
Screw you, AJ.
I know. Huh?
Gene had produced Kill, and very similarities with that whole thing that they have.
Show. I
What we
kind
got
of
left?
Kill, actually.
I liked Kill. 'Tis a fire for my heart so cold.
You guys remember like Where Are They Now when Keel went country?
Yeah.
On MTV, he did that horrible interview where he's like,
God.
traded in all those mansions and fancy cars for a few country songs, this campfire, and an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, you traded it in all right. More like it got repossessed. Is that what we're calling it now? Is that what we're calling it?
Shit.
Hey, I didn't make car payments for a while, so I traded it in. Yeah. Let's see. Trivia. Let's do something easy. Who helped produce this album other than Michael James Jackson? That's an easy one.
Okay.
Just look at the back of your album. That's all you got to do.
We're not asking for the cure to cancer. We're just asking you to look at the back and lick it up.
That's a under the softball pitch.
Yeah.
Woo, that's a lob.
The Jeopardy's on SNL. What does the sound a dog makes? Pick a letter. Well, any letter will do.
Does anybody have any merch? I showed what I have.
I only have. I got the.
I've got
You got
one
the
regular and one pretty cool one.
You got the BB album.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the 40th.
Yep. The whatever. Yep. So that one's cool.
Yeah,
And I got the-
wait. You got that to fit into a protector sleeve?
No. Well, this is a Laserdisc protector sleeve.
Ooh.
I still have some left over from when I got rid of a bunch of them.
Because I was super pissed when this came out because it doesn't fit in a sleeve.
No. Yeah. So it's a little bit bigger than the other ones. So,
Yeah.
so I got a couple of them that are in these,
Yeah.
but I only have a couple left. So good luck ever finding a Laserdisc sleeve, but it came in handy.
Yeah, I didn't get the
And I-
40th.
And I got my original one from when I was a kid. I tried to you can't really see it, but I tried to draw a star.
Move it to your left a little.
Try to draw a star on
Yeah.
Paul's face.
Yep.
I colored that, put my name, of course, because
That's what
real
you did.
problem with stealing an 8-year-old's records. Wrote on the back here. I started write "Kiss, Lick It Up" on the back. I don't know why, just being dumb. But when I was a kid, this lady babysat me, and she had a daughter my age, but she had a son. I think he was in 7th grade, and now 7th or 8th. And I wanted to get in cool with the older kids, so him and his buddy, they wanted to do target practice with their BB guns. I'm like, well, you can use my Kiss album.
Yeah.
That's what they are. They're BB
Jesus.
shots. First shot, I forgot to take the record out. Luckily, they missed or just chipped the part where the record wasn't at. I'm like, wait, the record. So then I took the record out, and I just said, and they're shooting BB guns in the house, mind you. So not my house, but it's still like, yeah, that's how it looks like that. So it's old. It's my original one. Tons of skips. You know, it's shit, but it's got memories.
That's what counts.
Memories all
Yep.
alone in the moon.
And that's all I got, really.
I have a AA run
Yeah.
as well. Some kid colored in the logo,
See?
and then they wrote Vinnie Vincent and Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons above there.
That's cool.
And look at that.
Hey, is it in red?
It's kind of pink. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. May have been one of those kids that was shooting the things.
Well, yeah.
Should I show
I think-
mine before Rick goes?
Well, I don't have that very
Okay.
thing. Super cool.
I got the outline too.
Nice. This is a Mexican disco poster.
Hey,
Came out in '83 and also came with a 45 that has Lick It Up on it.
Nice.
I can't speak Spanish, but yeah.
No, I
That's
don't
fun.
speak
And
Spanish.
then probably the most fun is this.
Yeah, I
That's
just almost bought one of those on eBay.
Oh, man, nice.
that's really cool.
This is a New Zealand show, I want to say.
I think that's right.
Yeah. So it says, what's it say?
Unmasked at the bottom.
So
That's
That's
nice.
badass.
Yeah,
See, that's
I
what the album of Unmasked
just saw
actually
one
should
of
have
those
looked like.
last week.
It
What
still
I
warms
think
my heart.
would have been cool is if when they did Unmasked, is they had a cover like this where they have the makeup on, and then you pull when you pulled and the album opens from the side, and when you pull it out, the actual liner cover on the inside has that same shot, but they don't have any makeup on.
like
That
some
would've been
girls.
Yeah,
Like some
yeah.
girls, like yeah, that's how they should have done when they did Unmasked.
God, Some Girls is such a great record.
And Rick, it always warms my heart when I think about back when I knew you when you weren't a frame guy. Like, what am I going to do? It just kills me to buy a frame. It's like you're buying nothing.
It does. Like
You really
buying
are.
frames.
You literally are. You're buying nothing.
Buying frames is like buying a record and not opening it.
It's like buying a wallet.
Out.
Why am I
Shots
paying
fired.
why am I paying for a wallet to put my money in?
That's right. To get a free one at the bank.
Yeah. Or I can use a hair tie, which is what I did for about a year.
You get free wallets at the bank?
They should.
Should. Yeah, you open your account, you get a wallet.
Yeah, not a toaster. Give me a
I put
wallet.
$1 in, I got a car. I put $1 in, I got a car. I put $1
What
in, I got a...
cheek do you guys put your wallet on?
Right.
See, I do
Mhm.
left.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
Are you
right-handed.
left-handed?
I'm right-handed too.
I'm left-handed, but I actually put my about a year and a half, maybe close to 2 years ago, I started putting my wallet in my right front pocket because sitting on it started to hurt my ass.
Yeah, I think
Ah.
I take it out as soon as I get to work.
Yeah, I do too.
That's what she said.
Do you,
Yeah.
do
I
you
just
wipe,
jam mine right
do,
up my
hey,
ass.
do you guys wipe sitting down or standing up?
I don't wipe. What's that?
See? I've never done that standing up in my life.
Really? Really? I
don't
stand
have-
up when I wipe.
You
For
guys
real?
don't have a bidet? Are you animals?
Hey, if I have to wipe more than 3 times, I'd get in the shower.
Yep.
That's right.
Waffle stomp.
I tried a bidet once. It didn't work out too good. So I'm not bidet material.
What happened?
It's just not meant to be. It just wasn't meant to be.
It was a mess.
It's not a water fountain, AJ.
It was like World War
the-
III
the-
down there.
You cannot have a
aim of-
lead up like that and then just drop.
The aim was off. I'll just put it to you that way. The aim was off, and it just
Turned into a slip and slide.
yeah, it's just not good. And it was at a
In
hotel.
the
and-
comments below, do you wipe sitting or standing? I've had this conversation with several people, by the way.
We were talking about Eric Carr earlier, and I said I think I have one of the albums. I do have this.
there you go.
It's not
It's
open
not open.
though.
Like a-
I could see the tightness of that shrink wrap.
Produced and mixed by Bruce Kulick, co-produced by Adam Mitchell.
Sir,
Wow.
that has a solo album poster inside of it.
It does?
Yes.
Includes a solo album poster style in new colors. Yeah, okay. Well, I may have to open it one day.
One day. Jesus.
I'll open it when we do our live video. How about
Oh,
that?
okay.
There
Fair
you
enough.
go.
When we do our New Jersey Crazy Nights sleepover.
Sleepover. Oh my God, it's Critical Kiss After Dark.
What's your merch?
I'm Casey Kasem.
What's your merch?
Me?
Yeah.
I've got an original press, Pittman with the 56 under the whatever side.
Not the same without the BB holes.
No, it's not. Mine's pretty fucking clean, actually. And then I've
Yeah.
got this beauty here, an original Japanese.
Nice.
I got this
That's
for my
cool.
birthday this year, which because my birthday was last month, I was like, I got to get something for. It's my 1st
Mhm.
Japanese press Kiss album. I do have other Japanese press, just not Kiss. But yeah, I fucking love this, and I wanted this one because of that right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I just love that, and I never even noticed the Vinnie picture because the Eric picture popped so much. Other than that, nothing's really different other than the label. If I can get this back in there, please don't bend, you bitch. Hey, GNC. The label is Casablanca.
Nice. Interesting.
Ah!
On a Mercury. Very interesting.
Very cool.
I hate the Mercury labels. Whenever, they didn't continue doing the fun stuff for
Yeah.
a while.
And I thought
And-
this was the last one, and I'm today years old when I realized Animalize is also on Casablanca in Japan.
No idea.
Yeah, that's it. I'm glad I spent that much money on that just to show it on here for 2 seconds. I've actually played it. Sounds great. I listened to it right before we did this.
I think Japanese pressings of records are kind of the
They
Cool.
sound
Japanese
good.
Japanese pressings of records and their CDs.
And
They just sound
the Japanese fans take such good care of their shit.
Yeah.
That's the best part. Is like my US original press is nice, but my Japanese press is really nice.
Mhm. My Lick It Up that I have back there, I would like to have a better copy of it. It's pretty good. The dust sleeve is all busted out. It's like barely held together. But the cover is actually itself is in pretty decent shape. The album plays really good. I'd like to eventually have a 2014 sealed version of it. And I would like to have a better copy than the one that I have. So it'd be cool to find an original sealed.
Does anybody have like a German or anything?
I don't.
I do.
You have a German?
Yeah. Actually, this is my very first
Mm.
final purchase of Lick It Up at a shop in St. Louis. They only had the German.
Why not?
That's crazy.
But for the longest time, this is the only copy I had.
German versions are cool, especially when you get them and you don't really wasn't expecting to get them. Like I love some of the German versions of stuff that I have, like the version of the German double platinum that I have and stuff that's also sealed.
Those S's are just so different that
God
they're
help us. Because that German double platinum has Dynasty pictures inside.
Look at it suffocating. It's suffocating. Look at it. Look how tight the shrink wrap is.
It has double platinum pictures inside.
It does.
Or not double platinum.
Dynasty pictures. Yep. And it's got the little track listing on the front. Kind of like they.
just open it.
Just open it.
Yeah,
No.
someday.
Do it.
No, I will someday.
Now I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought in my disgust.
And you disgust me.
What are you, an animal?
The German version I would really like is when the Kiss catalog re-released those German versions, and that Alive is super cool because they do like the German version on the bass drum. They do like even with the little like Kiss logo down here. It's the German version.
The rock and roll over CD I got. It's everywhere.
Wow.
On the CD in the little corners and everything. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start checking it because I kind of want to go down a remaster rabbit hole too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. There goes
Amazon,
another
I'm
rabbit
telling
hole.
you. And rock and roll over was like $6, $6.88.
Nice.
I've got the debut coming, Dynasty, and Love Gun.
I might go with Dynasty.
Yeah. It's on sale right now, $6.88.
Sweet.
I'm just doing this stuff to troll Rick at this point in time.
Ah,
Alive 2 45th anniversary red limited edition red and blue swirl vinyl sealed.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second.
is he about to show his butthole? He's using his bidet to make sure it's clean.
He wants to show you how good he wiped.
I bet he has this and he's opened it.
I'm sure.
It's weird how what the print looks on this though. It's like the pictures and the pictures on the back are like really dark.
Yeah.
I don't
Almost
know
like
I don't know if it shows up there, but it's like everything is just it's like very much dark.
Like a photo.
This is why you open your records. Fun things like this. This is why you open your records.
That's awesome.
Does it kind of piece onto the existing ones?
That's the sound of fun.
It's so loose.
No, it doesn't have the jigsaw.
Okay.
It's still cool though.
But
Looks like it would go next to Ace. Are those stars?
it's got some Paul.
Oh, so they just kind of
A little bit of everything.
But everything, yeah.
a bit
Got some
everything.
Gene Fire right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
See who's
That's great.
who's last on the actual solo album pictures, isn't it?
Ace.
Yes. So see, I'd probably put him. Is it the same size as the solo album pictures, or is it a little smaller?
It looks a little thinner.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to
Is
tell
it-
because
Hold
the
on.
solo
Bubbled
albums,
out into 4.
the solo
Right?
albums are
Yeah, 4, I think.
a 4. So it looks like it might be a little thinner.
The halvesy.
hmm
But Eric was a little guy.
Hold on.
That's why all those women wanted to take him home and
Mother him.
him
Built
up.
like
Trying
a
to find a
man.
poster. 1 second.
He's built like a man, Jenny. But Lieutenant Dan, Eric Carr, was built like a man.
He's gonna sing a little number for you now.
You got a little Cajun. I'm gonna sing a little number for you now.
I think you're right. These are like these are like way wider.
They're like
That's
4.
what she said.
Yeah.
He's gonna sing a little number. His one's called Young and
Wasted.
yeah. Well, it's close. Not as wide.
Take a little length off and make it a little wider. That's what she said.
Yeah, right.
It's still the coolest idea in a long
Yeah.
time.
Oh, I love that
love
they
it.
did that.
I'd
That'd
like
be
that on a
awesome.
shirt.
Yeah, that's cool that they did. I love that they themed the solo album in its entirety after, or his album entirety after the solo album, even the dedication and everything,
You
the
know
way the
what's-
track listing looks.
What's the most fun about it is you have one in your hand.
Have it in your hand.
That's what she
Yep.
said.
Yep, and then you slit the cellophane on it and you open it up. Yep, someday. I don't know why I do it. I'm not planning on reselling anything. I don't know why I do it. It's just I don't know.
It's an illness.
It is. It's a mental illness. It really truly
You
is.
need help, Brant.
Because I honestly think that if like did not this not
I
turn
can
this
give you
into
the
a
name of
therapy
my
session,
therapist
But
or
I honestly
psychiatrist. if you
think-
need one.
that if somebody stood over me and said you have to open every single one of your sealed albums
Oh, man,
right
that's
now,
Nice.
I think it would pain me. I literally think I would literally be in pain
For
doing
real?
it. Yeah, I really do. I
Just
like
do-
stuff sealed.
Start dry heaving.
I just I
It'd be
like, but now every once in a while I'll just get a random thought and I'm like, I'm going to open this today, and then I'll open it.
I just pictured him sticking his head out the window like that girl in that horror movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Which
the girl
one?
that gets her head chopped off.
I was thinking more like strapping him to a chair like Clockwork Orange with the things.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
You're going to watch us open your albums.
I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, if somebody opened them in front of me, for me, with me not willing to let them be opened, that would make me even more sick.
Getting cucked out to your sealed Kiss records? That's fucked up, man. You have to watch. You have to watch from the fucking closet door with the blinders on it, like on Halloween. They're opening and playing them and having fun.
I'll open them someday.
Yeah. Well, you make sure you film it.
I always said the 2014s, once I complete the collection, I've said in an old video somewhere, in 500 videos somewhere, that once I bought the last 2014 album that there was for me to have, that I was going to open them all.
Okay.
I've got a plan. Here's the plan. There's 4 of us. One of us holds him down. The other one tickles him till he pisses
jeez.
himself, while the other one opens the records.
I
And
can
we
hear that. I can
rotate.
hear this now. Rick's like,
Rotate.
dude,
And we get one more person that can stand in the side and wipe.
I can see Rick now. Rick saying, Brant, you're welcome to come out to Kansas City and spend time in the Wax Night Museum, but bring your sealed albums. There is going to be an admission fee. I'd be like, dang it, Rick.
But the moral of this story is collect how you want to collect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except
totally.
for Brent, he has
Except-
to open.
I'm serious. It's a mental illness. Like I said,
No.
I could understand.
I
if
know, I
was-
get it. I do.
I'm only giving you shit.
I
Oh
just
yeah,
can't-
and I know.
I
love
can't
it, but
do it.
if I was going to resell them, I could totally get not selling them. The only one that I may possibly ever consider in reselling is the "You Want the Best, You Got the Best."
Yeah.
Because honestly, really, that's the one that is worth really anything sealed. The rest of them, I mean, I could go on eBay or go on somewhere and buy them
Do
and
you have
not.
Greatest Kiss though too?
Greatest Kiss sealed.
Yeah.
Not the original. I got the repress, but my you won the best. You got the best is the original. It's not the one from because I had somebody try to argue with me one time, and when I was showing a video about it, that I had the one that was from KISStory
No,
from the Kiss, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's
yours is an
actually
original.
yeah, mine's an original. So
It's so weird. I was not buying vinyl then. It's so weird to think.
It's such an oddball. That's like, I mean, Kiss My Ass is on vinyl,
but let me tell you about
I Kiss My Ass on vinyl because I just remember that was like a special thing.
and it's red.
Yeah.
I
so
still want it. I should have got it, and now because now it's went up. But
So I've told this story. Rick, I love that you sent me this keychain because
Mm.
instead of me being a normal person and using it as a keychain, it is my fidget tool off camera. I just sit and like fidget with it, like just.
You know what you
that's-
can use it for? The S, you slice that.
But I was working at Walmart part time in the evenings when Psycho Circus came out. Not Psycho Circus. What is it? Sonic Boom. When Sonic Boom came out, I was working part time, and my Walmart, they didn't have the big full fledged Kiss section like they were supposed to. But I remember that I know because I bought the CD because I wasn't really into collecting. I wasn't really collecting vinyl at that time. So I bought the CD and I liked it okay. You know, I mean, it took years to actually grow on me. And I actually like Sonic Boom better than Monster.
Mhm.
Sonic Boom's my favorite of the two. But I remember stacks like this, like literally 9 inches, stacked 9 inches high
that's what she
on
said.
the bottom shelf of the record where they didn't even have a record section, but they were stacked and they had all the colors. They had, red, purple, green. If I could have a time machine and go back, I'd have bought every single one of those things
Mhm.
because I'd be sitting on a $400 gold mine per record.
That's the funny thing too. Like I remember when Sonic Boom came out, and I had no interest in vinyl. So
Mm.
weird.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had started collecting, but I was like, it's new. I only want vintage stuff.
Yeah, I think I was more like that because I
Because
did.
I got the CD
Yeah.
and I got like the M&Ms and stuff and some of the cards that they had and all that stuff. And I got the t-shirt. I got the Sonic Boom shirt from Walmart.
Yeah.
And
was
I
like,
got
this
the
thing,
I got the makeup kit too.
you didn't think about this is going to be worth something someday.
No.
I mean, even before the reunion, you didn't really think about your Kiss stuff being worth something someday. It was just stuff that you collected, and nobody else really wanted it. That's why you could go on like pre-reunion days. You could go on eBay and you could buy stuff for dirt cheap. You could buy belt buckles for $10.
Shit, I remember I won a whole set of the first Donruss set for $20 on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a
And
kid,
now
so I
Just
didn't have a credit card, so I
$24.
couldn't pay for it.
you got that for $24.
$24.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's
Cheap.
unheard of now. That's unheard of. You're not getting that on $24 for eBay because even if somebody's selling it for $24 on eBay, somebody's going to buy it
And then flip it.
and resell it for $400
Yeah.
because it's Ace and it's complete in box.
And the funny thing was, Danny was here in my basement, and it was on Kiss Museum, Peter Arquette's site, and I kept debating. I was like, $24 is a lot of money.
Shit.
Like
Right.
I almost didn't do it.
Right. I remember like back in the eBay day before that stuff, some stuff you could literally just buy for nothing, like the notebooks and the posters and the belt buckles and the dolls and even the pinball machine.
Well, because it was old shit, and then Spencer's had all the new stuff, so it's like that shit's not worth anything.
It's coming back though. If you notice, high ticket items aren't selling anymore. No one's buying them.
Yeah.
It's coming back. It's gonna drop.
Yeah. Well, here's my theory, and this is the theory that I have. I shared this theory with the guy that runs Dead Wax, and he told me he believes it too. He believes it also. A lot of these elder Kiss fans that have these collections there that they do continue to have, they're aging.
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to sell these collections off. And me and Rick, me and you talked about this too. Sooner or later, there's going to come a flood to the market where you're going to have to lower your prices, or you're just going to have to sit on shit. Sooner or later, because we saw when Ace passed away, his stuff bumped for a little bit, but it's not even been a year now, and it's kind of Ace's stuff was hard to find before. You know, and Peter's stuff is hard to find just because they didn't print, they didn't make as much. They didn't print. Peter always got he got the least amount of dolls made. He got the least amount of costumes made. He got the least amount of stuff printed, you know. And it's like, and if you're a Paul, I'm telling you right now, if you want to collect something, collect Paul stuff. You look at like the 4, if you find somewhere where they're selling like the 4 Milton Bradley puzzles or whatever, you go looking for a Paul individually, you can get it cheaper than you can get Gene, Ace, or Peter. And sometimes stuff on Kiss Museum, you'll see Paul posters, Solon posters, Mylar posters, and stuff like that. They'll stay up there forever. Because I think the general consensus of the Kiss community is Paul's not their favorite. I know that individually Paul's favorite of a lot of people, but I think the general consensus, I mean, Paul's actually the bottom of my list when it comes to members of Kiss. I like Ace, Peter, Gene, Paul of the original. That's no disrespect towards him, but he's never really been my favorite member of the band.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's a lot. I don't know if you're going to keep all that in there.
Yeah, why not?
I love when we just get to talk. When we don't, that's why I said I think a live will be great, and interacting with fans I think will be great. Having like a cute, let people know that we're going to take questions like Q&A and stuff.
It's crazy though. We talk about collecting, and we talk it coming to an end. The Knights post today with the Peter Criss poster.
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever seen that before.
I didn't see it.
There's the Carnival poster, and there's the Army Kit poster. There's also like a middle size. Like, where the hell did that come from? 2026. No one's ever seen this before.
It still amazes me of some. It's 2026. It still amazes me that every once in a while a video or a picture pops up on social media, and you're like, and you're like, where has this been all this time?
Mm-hmm.
Whose archives has these photos been in, and they're just now releasing them to the general public? It's crazy. Because I'll tell you, sometimes I'll send pictures to our chat group, and I'll be like, have you guys ever seen this picture? And I'm like, no, it's the first I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
I was like that one I sent from the like kind of like behind them at a stage, and there was like a festival type thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. I'd never seen that before.
And I love, because I think that tragically the least documented stage in all of KISStory is one of the coolest, and that's the Destroyer stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I love whenever you see pictures of the Destroyer stage that you've never seen before, or from an angle, or from lighting. Usually it's pouring up. There's so much going on with that stage. You almost have to have pictures of it before the show has actually started to be able to see everything and seeing it from different angles. But that stage was so cool. It had so much going on with it, but it is tragically very undocumented.
I wonder why.
I don't know. I guess people, I mean, you would think, you know, that was the big album after Alive. You would think that, I mean, I see more pictures of the Alive stage, of the Dress to Kill stage, than you do of the Destroyer stage.
They are putting that Destroyer book out this year. Maybe they'll have some stage shots.
Yeah.
Kiss doing that?
Yeah.
They've got that and the sticker
We need more
book.
books.
Yeah.
Like, we need more Kiss.
Official.
The colored vinyl and the picture disc. We want other things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Give us everything you have.
We want other things other than vinyl disc, picture disc, shirts, tchotchkes, hats. So we want
Husker
other
do's,
stuff.
Husker don'ts.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
You
I
own a
agree.
fireworks stand? You mean to tell me?
You mean to tell me?
You mean to tell me?
Stand.
I'm telling you, if Kiss did
A fireworks stand?
Kiss put out army kits still. If you join the Kiss Army and you got an army kit every year, I would join.
Yep. I don't want the shitty t-shirts.
I don't want a reproduced army kit. I want something new.
Yeah.
Yep, something new. Right.
Something borrowed,
Right.
something blue.
Right. Put out an army kit that celebrates a release of an album of that particular month or that year or something like that.
There you go.
Yeah, or
I mean,
just
it can
on back have a list of all the albums or whatever big moments that happened 50 years, 40 years, 30 years, 20 on that day.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, then they can reproduce not reproduce, but they can produce things that could go in that, because they do the little booklets that's inside the box sets. So just do some stuff like that independent of the box sets.
Here's a picture nobody's ever seen before. We're going to blow it up into this huge poster.
And here's an idea. Maybe somebody don't want all the box set and all that stuff, but they want the book. Sell the damn books
Mhm.
by themselves. The hardcover books that come in the box set, sell them by themselves.
Those
But
are what I
no,
the most.
that makes too much sense, because those books are awesome, and you can tell that they put a lot into them. The one that's in Creatures and the one that's in Destroyer, they're awesome books.
And
Hardcover.
I was soured a little bit that the Dress to Kill and Alive came out so close together.
Mm-hmm.
It should have just been Dress to Kill and then enough for this year and then
Yeah.
next year.
So, and honestly, what's in those two box sets, they actually could have combined into one mega box set.
Kiss
And
in
sold it.
75.
Yeah, because that was part of the Dress to Kill tour. Even though Alive it stands alone as its own entity, just like Alive stands alone as its own entity, just like Alive 2 does. Alive 2 was still just the Love Gun tour. That was so. I just think that that's a lot. And I knew when they did that, and then they turned around, and I was like, well, damn, I ain't buying those out anytime soon. I thought that I'd have them by now. Here we are, June.
Yeah.
I thought that I'd have them by now, but at this point in time, I'm like, I'm almost going to come around to my kids and be like, hey, I'm going to put these in my Amazon wish list for Christmas. And why don't y'all go in and buy daddy these? I got enough kids. They should be able to afford it.
Did you see a trash can went for like 300 the other day?
Yeah, I did. I saw it. Hi, I'm Brant in my head channel. You can find me on YouTube, find me on Instagram, X, and TikTok, and Patreon, and just come hang out. And if I've not put out a video recently, watch an old video.
There you go. AJ _ AJR Zetro 1975 on Instagram. AJ's Happy Fun Time channel on YouTube. Come join me. Have some fun.
It's All For You Demon on YouTube, Instagram, and TeePublic. Wax Night coming out Sunday, June 21st, featuring Pee Wee. And I Open My Records. Come by and watch.
Rick plays with his things.
And I'm Tommy, and I run the Critical Kiss social media, and I make things, and
things.
I edit this podcast.
You are the man behind the scenes.
There you go.
You do all the social media.
Devereaux.
Yeah,
that's right.
The rest of us is just three yahoos that show up and do a Zoom with you once
But
a
I
month.
couldn't do it without you. You guys know that. And anytime somebody says, "Go on without me," and we're all in agreement. We haven't said it this episode. We're all in agreement that this is a team effort. All for one for all. Catch your pants before they fall.
There you go.
Exactly.
Before she sees your little schmeckle. And on that note, we'll see you next month with Analyses.
Thank you.